I stood in the rain outside that glittering restaurant, divorce papers crumpled in my fist, the ink smearing like my life was dissolving. 8 years of marriage to Lena, gone in a single moment, served to me like a cold dish on our anniversary. My name's Ethan, and this is the story of how I learned the woman I loved was a stranger, how I rebuilt myself from the ashes of her betrayal, and how the truth I uncovered last week shattered everything I thought I knew. It started 6 months ago. I was a project manager at a mid-sized tech firm, 12 years of sweat and late nights clawing my way up. Then the buyout hit, a corporate giant swooped in, and they gave us a choice. Take a 20% pay cut or walk away with severance. I loved my work, my team, the rhythm of it all. Lena, my wife, was a dental hygienist, pulling in solid money. We didn't have kids, so I figured we could tighten our belts, simplify, and make it work. I told her about the pay cut over dinner, expecting her to have my back. Instead, her eyes turned to ice. "You're throwing away our future, Ethan," she said, her voice sharp enough to cut glass. "What will people think if we lose the house? The car?" I tried to explain I was thinking of us, but she called me selfish, said I didn't care about her dreams. That fight left scars, words we couldn't take back, her storming out to her sisters for 2 days. When she came back, Lena was a ghost in our home, cold, distant, like I was a stranger invading her space. She'd toss out comments like daggers. A real man would have fought for his salary. She'd pay for dinners with a flourish, announcing to friends, "I'm the breadwinner now," even though I still earned more. Every jab chipped away at me, made me question if she ever loved me or just the life my paycheck bought. I kept thinking she'd come around once she saw we weren't drowning. I was wrong. 3 months in, I got restless. The pay cut stung, but my skills were sharp. Years of managing projects, solving problems. I started dreaming of my own consulting firm. I mentioned it to Lena, hoping for a spark of support. She laughed, called it a pipe dream, said we couldn't afford the risk. Her dismissal burned, but it lit a fire in me. I worked in secret, late nights at coffee shops, reaching out to old clients, building a plan. The response was electric. People wanted my expertise, trusted me. I secured 3 contracts, quit my job, and came home buzzing to tell Lena. I thought she'd see the vision, the future I was building for us. Instead, she exploded. "You did this without me? You're gambling our lives," she screamed. She said she didn't know me anymore, that I'd betrayed her trust. That night, she said she wished she'd never married me. I told her to find someone else if she felt that way. She grabbed her keys and left. Our home turned into a battlefield, silent and toxic. I threw myself into my business, and it soared. By month 2, I was out-earning my old salary. But Lena didn't care. She worked late, went out with friends, left me in the dark. I suspected something, but pushed it down, not wanting to face it. Then came our anniversary. She suggested our old favorite restaurant, and I let myself hope. Her smile, her effort, it felt like the old Lena. Over wine, we talked like we used to. Then she slid a manila envelope across the table. "Happy anniversary," she said, her voice soft but sharp. I opened it, expecting a gift. Divorce papers stared back at me. My heart stopped. She sat there, sipping her wine, watching me unravel. "It's easier this way," she said, like she was scheduling a dentist appointment. "We don't want the same things." I asked how long she'd planned this. She admitted it started with the pay cut, cemented when I quit. "It's not about money," she said, but her eyes betrayed her. I left, shaking, and sat in my car for hours, the rain pounding like my thoughts. A week later, my business landed a massive contract, more money than I'd ever made. I told Lena, hoping for something. Instead, she called, voice soft, asking to meet. Over coffee, she said she'd been too hasty with the divorce, that she missed me, wanted to try again. My heart wanted to believe her, but the timing gnawed at me. I pressed her, and she crumbled. She'd been seeing Marcus, a coworker, for months, while we shared a bed while she planned our end. She swore it wasn't serious, just loneliness, but the lies stung worse than the truth. I told her she couldn't waltz back now that I was successful again. She cried, begged, but I walked away, her voice fading behind me. Last week, I dug deeper. Credit card statements showed restaurant bills, movie tickets, a hotel charge, 6 months old before I even quit. Phone records revealed hundreds of texts to Marcus, starting right after the pay cut. Emails to a divorce lawyer 5 months back, strategizing how to protect her assets, debating when to serve me for maximum impact. She'd planned to move in with Marcus, had a lease signed before the divorce papers hit my hands. I drove to their apartment, saw her car, confronted them. Marcus panicked, Lena lied, then begged, claiming she still loved me. But the truth was clear. She'd orchestrated it all, betting on Marcus until my success made me the better option again. I'm done being her pawn. I'm meeting a lawyer tomorrow to protect my business, my future. Lena showed me who she is, a woman who loved my wallet, not me. I'm not the fool for choosing divorce. I'm the fool for believing her lies for so long. But I'm free now, building something real, something mine. If you've ever been betrayed, how did you rebuild? Tell me below. I need to know I'm not alone.